What's up, guys? My name's Tony. Welcome back to Her Story. In the last episode we found out a little bit, and actually I found out why people wanted me to record this in one sitting. During the playbacks there's a couple of things to notice. I talked to a couple people in between just to see how the series was going, if they were enjoying it, things such as that. I just want a little bit more information on if the game ends, if it has an ending, or if it's just finding a whole bunch of clips. It does end. Well, I'm not sure if it's finding a specific clip or a specific set of clips that does it, or if it's just after a certain amount of time. Apparently something will come up and say, are you satisfied? And then you click yes, or you click no and you continue. We might do that depending on how satisfied I am with our story. But also I was told to look more than listen. And when I did that, I came upon something which was basically the big reveal of the game, that a lot of you guys, even if you haven't seen this game before, probably actually caught before me. Now, below here I've been keeping track of not only important moments, but one moment from each day. And we'll take this as an example.
I don't know why. No.
All right.
I've never cheated on anyone.
Oh, here we go.
I've never taken anything from
What
anyone.
is going on? What have I done? Okay, we're back. That was weird. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Maybe I clicked play too many times. One vital thing you'll notice.
You're reaching.
Basically, we found her with the tattoo, right? The tattoo was a big thing. The tattoo was a big deal. One thing you may notice, and I'll go over my previous theory in a moment, is that in another session, we'll say... this one? This one's enough. See, the tattoo starts about right there, right above her forearm. Guess what's not there? And another funny thing about this clip is what she says.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Now, the importance of this is the back and forth, the fact that she has the tattoo and she doesn't have the tattoo. I previously thought they were one person, and the reason I thought that was she was speaking of rules of switching back and forth into the same life. I thought twins couldn't possibly get away with that, right? They would have to be the same person, multiple personalities going back and forth. She's named one Eve. I thought her real birth name would be Hannah. That's what I had thought. However, apparently they are twins, and they're both here. This one being Eve with the tattoo, because she mentions Simon recognizing her, or guessing her name by her tattoo, and then this one being Hannah. I don't know if that's the only distinct feature we have between Hannah and Eve. I think this is the only day that I have where it's, to my knowledge, Hannah. Now, my theory before was incorrect. I was completely like, okay, they could be twins in the back of my mind, but I did not think they were both here. I thought Hannah was dead. Completely. And I apologize that I noticed this in editing, and I really should have gone through it all in one setting. And no, this was not spoiled for me. I was just told to look a little bit more. And then when I did, something clicked in my mind. I said, wait, I wanted to know before, because I even thought, like, wouldn't it be crazy? I thought that the game wouldn't do it. I thought, wouldn't it be crazy if they were both here? And sure enough, they are. So that is insane. So I know it's a long intro to the episode to go through that, and I apologize that you guys didn't get my, like, genuine reaction to that moment. But I find it very interesting. This is on the same day, I believe, but I'm just making sure she has the tattoo here, because I can't
Someone
see
and Eric
through
arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing.
guitar. See, she blocks it. Okay, but it is there. I can see it. Okay, I was just making sure, because I was like, wait, did they come in on the same day? They have the, okay. So where you can see her arm right there. So the only, I'm gonna assume this is Eve, because the lie detector test goes off. This is Hannah. Okay. This is Eve. And then what else? How else can we tell besides that? Let's look at murder again, because that gave us a good... This was like the first day. And I'm not sure if this was Hannah or Eve. I don't know if it has something to do with their hair. I'm going to try to look a little bit more. We're going to get more into the searches and getting more information in a moment, but
I think it's murder.
I would love to find distinct features so we know. Now, the thing I'm looking for specifically is a ring. I don't know if they both have rings.
Simon and Eric arguing?
It looks like
No.
Eve does, but it also looks like Hannah does as well.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Hospital, alright. I feel like we did this before. I'm not having too much recollection on what we have and haven't looked up, but there is a little log that tells me what we have. I'm having a lot of trouble.
Hospital.
Okay. So that's certainly the same conversation right there. I feel like that's Eve. I feel like a majority of it is Eve. We looked up rules. Is there anything else we can look at? That's a face, by the way. I see that now. Okay. Cracks with class. Alright, I actually went to get my notes. I completely forgot to get these before. I wanted to look up a couple of things, but before I even do that, I want to look up attic. Because she lived in the attic for a while. Alright, this is Hannah talking. We know that much.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Alright. And what do we have? And this would be Eve, maybe? This is with a jug of water, so that one confused me.
I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Okay, dollhouse is certainly something. We'll keep that in mind.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Weird. Alright. I also noticed that she does repeat a lot of things twice from the previous episodes, so that might have something to do with, like, she wasn't just forgetting, it was a different person entirely. It was either Hannah or Eve.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic we left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Very interesting. What else? Lived in the attic? And we have that one. Okay. I don't know what else to look up. Upstairs. Something I wrote down. There we go. That's a little better. Alright. Hannah, what do you have to tell us?
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay. We don't know if she went to talk to Hannah. Is this the... Which day is this? Do we have the first on here? Because... That's the first, but she's wearing a different outfit. Either... I don't think it's a different person, though.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just...
Okay. It's all the exact same. Then I called Simon's parents. That's different.
Then I called Simon's parents, and then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
She says almost word for word the exact same thing, but she slipped up once. And I already know that this is Eve because of the tattoo in the other picture, even though she's wearing something different. But she made one slip up. One teeny tiny slip up. And I don't know if it's because she wrote what was in there, and I'm curious as to like what happened and why now. I'm gonna look up exact. Nothing. I'm gonna look up rehearsed. That was another keyword that I found, and it was just that. Okay, Gladstone. Gladstone's okay. That's the only one. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the other one upstairs. The exact same thing. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna add this to the session and add this one to the session. And does she say the same things here? Or is it this is something completely different?
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think.
Yeah, okay. Enough. There's more examples of her saying that. 18. That's before. Okay.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
How precious. Man, I really don't know where else to go from here. Do we already look up fairy tales? I feel like we have. No, apparently not. Here we go. I feel like that's an important one. I feel like I should have done
And the
that.
Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. Yeah. Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
I'm trying to find other differences between them, and I don't know how important that is.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
He may not have intentionally done anything wrong, but you and your sister were swapping places. Maybe swap and someone will come.
She wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Okay. Real. Is this the story? Is this right after? No, that's way later. Mother. This is the only one. I'm trying to get more of Eve at the very end talking.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Also, another thing I wanted to talk about was the hospital. I feel like Eve was at the hospital as a kid. It might have been Hannah. One of them. One of them was, like, bedridden as a child. I think that's why she was talking about the reflection and the party hats and all that stuff. Books. Oh, sorry. Bookas. Books. Okay. We have a long one. Alright, this might actually be something.
I hoover my dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. You know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage. And she still has a secret like that.
Interesting. Smokes. Yeah, that's gonna be the only thing up there. What else? Let's look up tea. I'm going in the wrong direction, but I don't know what other direction to go.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Alright, so I just looked up phone. I went off on like coffee or tea crap for a little bit, but I just looked up phone and that's what I got. So in the next episode, sorry that we've wasted so much time with like random things, but I just wanted to try to get the Hannah and Eve stuff separated. I really don't know how much that matters, and I'm really not sure what direction we're supposed to be going right now because we're trying to look for a specific clip or a specific set of clips that tells us what exactly happened. So that's going to be our goal in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you then.